What fictional character do you hate with every fiber of your being? Fucking Oh the Owl. That whiny little bird sucks. Jesse from the FF7 remake. Donzo from Naruto. Ted Faro from Horizon Zero Dawn. Not only caused the end of the world but also destroyed all backed up knowledge/history of the world just so that the new inhabitants wouldn't know it was his fault. That dude from Divergent who used to live in the truth factor until he switched to the murder/suicide factor and then kept switching sides the entire series. On the other hand, kudos to the actor who played him. Absolutely nailed it. Probably the best one in the series. Michael Scott. I would throw that guy into a wood chipper. Howard Rourke from The Fountainhead. I hate that character with the passion of 1,000 suns. Worthless human being so caught up in his own personal desires that he has no concept of what is going on around him. Hated the book and hated the character. Muash from Stormlight Archive. This guy in a book I read. I forgot his name, but when he was a kid he was given a dog and he wanted to know what death was like, so he snapped its neck. Grandpa Joe. Lazy assed bedhogger letting them all eat cabbage soup until he gets to go and eat bloody chocolate. Mike Halash from Bloodborne. Dinkelberg, pouting face. Todd from Breaking Bad. Such an interesting character. I hate him but he's also kind of lovable. The perfect sociopath. That is Woman Commander from Showpiecer. She basically is a total bitch, harming and killing people for the littlest of reasons. Glad she got shot in the head. Livia Soprano. Ugh, what a monster that bitch was. Jondola of the Zelendonii from Gene Owl's Earth Children books. Such a hypocritical cockbite. Thomas Covenant. Never have I wanted something amazingly horrible to happen to a main character in any media. He's is such a prick. Joffrey. Meredith Palmer, Phyllis Vance, and Kevin Malone. Literally nothing they ever do in the entire show is funny. Meredith would have been fired for 1,000 HR violations long before we even got to the show. Phyllis is such a flip-floppy bitch who is only ever looking out for herself, and when something goes wrong she just whines and sulks instead of doing something about it. And, I'm sorry, Kevin spilling the chili is not funny. There's no humor in it at all, he's just a fucking idiot. There's no way someone in charge of accounting for the entire branch would make as many simple and ridiculous mistakes as he does and still have a job. Not to mention, he straight up commits identity fraud and nothing happens to him. He just laughs it off and we never hear about it again. Ugh. Mayor Humdinger may be the worst character in all of fiction. Nazim. But not really, I love hating him more than I actually hate him. His voice actor does a lot of anime dubs which is hilarious. Can't unhear his There's No Pussy. Commodus from Gladiator. Mikasa Ackerman. Minato from My Hero Academia. He's just too much. Dr. Hojo from Final Fantasy VII. Poncarel. John Winchester. Guinevere Beck. Glad she got dead in the first season. Patrick Dempsey's character in Transformers, Dark of the Moon. I forget his name, but he was not just evil but an asshole on top of it. The worst kind of villain. That pink lady in Harry Potter. Misa, your humble servant. Magic Man from Adventure Time. Leela West from Dexter. Jesus. Zach Morris was an absolute piece of shit. Grandpa Joe. Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Turn the GD music off and gimme my cigarettes. Carrie Bradshaw. Claire Nunes from Troll Hunters. Carl Fritz, First King, from Attack on Titan. Negan from Walking Dead. Elizabeth Keane. Freaking entitled, arrogant, dumb as rocks MF. Detective Tritter from House MD. Nurse Ratchet. Scrappy Doo. Dinkelberg. Lakshmi 2 from Destiny 2, such a racist bitch. Haji Tower from Danganronpa. I want a reunion show where they both just get their asses handed to them. Just a stream of people reading them the riot act. Danzo from Naruto. God. Bob Yule from To Kill a Mockingbird. He is just an jerkwad. Musen Kibutsuji. Every time we go over a demon's backstory I love Tanjiro more and hate Musen more. Ramsay Bolton in Game of Thrones, however bad he's portrayed in the show, he's 1000% worse in the books. Say Kashiwagi from Peach Girl, boils my blood to see her face still to this day. Well written, props to me Weweda. Currently, Daphne from Bridgerton. What an annoying, double-faced, self-righteous sexual and emotional abuser. Was he supposed to be the new Lizzie Bennet or Jane Eyre? Rey Skywalker Palpatine. She's supposedly a Jedi yet never had true Jedi training. She somehow doesn't turn to the dark side. She has such great control over her powers that would take a lifetime of training to master that she masters in like a month. The lore around her doesn't line up with the lore of Star Wars at all. Mikasa from Attack on Titan. Malik Rel and Corbolo Dom. Commander Fox. Gendo fucking Ikari from Evangelion. Creepy motherfucker who neglects his son to the point of making him a traumatized outcast by abandoning him and then goading him into piloting a robot that feels pain against monstrous angels, then making him kill his friend trapped in one of said monsters, and not even showing a hint of apology in the aftermath, just chucking Shinji by the wayside again. And using a teenage clone of his fucking wife as a expendable tool with clear pedo vibes. Not to mention assuming that Rey would let him take control of the instrumentality going on when he was nothing but a massive cunt. TL Doctor entire series would have been fucking solved if Gendo just acted like a proper dad to his son. Fuck me, it was satisfying watching him get bit in half finally. Nazim from Skyrim. Kai Wynn. Dawson Leary from Dawson's Creek. I don't understand how anyone could be Team Dawson. He did maybe one good thing or two in the whole 6 seasons of his own show. Joey is also pretty annoying most times but not nearly as much as Dawson. Zenitsu, from Kimetsu no Yaiba. I haven't read the manga, I've only seen the anime, and Zenitsu sucks ass. He's the personification of everything I dislike in anime. He's a useless, dumb and cowardly character whose only purpose is to act as a bad comic relief, and you can literally remove every scene in which he appears and the story wouldn't lose absolutely anything. I don't give a shit about the manga, I don't give a shit about that one powerful attack that he did that one time. He's a horrible character, completely useless and annoying, and I hate him with every fiber of my being. Same thing with Mineta from Boku no Hero. This type of character is one of the reasons why I don't watch anime anymore. I can't stand this shit, it breaks my immersion. Conrad Kellogg. Fuck that guy. Oh, and Preston Garvey. Go protect the settlement yourself, asshole. Scrappy Doo, holy shit, I want to drop kick the MF. Dolores Umbridge. What an awful being. Peppa Pig. Dolores Umbridge. The racist girl who blames that the Chinese girl caused a slash on her cheek. IP Man 4. The new girl from OG Magic School Buzz. At my old school we never. Really, is that so? How about you just enjoy the fact that you have an educational mushroom trip for a teacher? Craig from Malcolm in the Middle. He's so creepy toward Lois, who he knows is in a long-term marriage and has multiple children. He's also weirdly emotionally dependent on her kids. I think he's a dumbass and a coward. Andrea from The Walking Dead. Could not stand her character from the first time she was on screen. Clowns, crying face. Eric Cartman. Judge Judy. Malfoy. Kim In-hee from Personal Taste. What an awful bitch. Her best friend, Park Kyin, is getting cheated on by her boyfriend and she's the one he's cheating with. They're actually getting married and the Kyin was invited to the wedding, only after the boyfriend dumps her when she thought he would be proposing, of course. Then after her wedding explodes in her face, she is so furious with her new husband that she takes the car and plane tickets and goes on the honeymoon without him. She then comes back wanting a divorce because she now sees he ain't shit, and the only reason she wanted him in the first place is because Kyin, her supposed best friend, loved him so much. As soon as she finds out Kyan has leased her old room, cause they lived together and Kyan owns the house, to a guy, she immediately wants this new guy too. She starts to chase this guy to the point of sexual harassment, trying to seduce him, even though Kyan told her he's gay. He runs with it to get her to back off, but she still won't stop demanding that he sleep with her. When he keeps refusing, she starts fucking with his business and even tries to out him as gay in his industry. I hate her so very much.